Hello, I'm Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to The Checkup. Hello, Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to The Checkup. I'd like to talk about a huge problem in society, and that is the problem of obesity. Now, many people, when you say to them, what's the big pandemic of the 21st century? Everyone's going to say the coronavirus. Well, it might be a serious pandemic, and it certainly is, and it's certainly killing people, but I'm going to talk about what is the greatest killing pandemic of the 21st century, and that is diabesity. Diabesity is the combination of diabetes and obesity, and here's the problem. A third of people who are Caucasian are born with the gene for insulin resistance. 50% of Asians and 100% of people with darker skin are born with that gene for insulin resistance. So if you have that gene, that predisposes you to diabetes, to blood pressure problems, to cholesterol issues, where up goes your triglycerides and down goes the HDL, so-called good cholesterol, easy to put fat on around the belly, and an association then of cardiovascular disease, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, the whole works. So we don't want to put on that weight. Now, what's the evidence for this? Well, the evidence shows beyond a doubt that there is a thing called the obesity paradox. But let me put that in perspective for you. The obesity paradox suggests that if you are carrying a bit of extra weight, that you do better when you develop a disease like heart disease. But the reality is we've got to look at people before the age of 50 and after the age of 50. So if you have had a normal body weight up to the age of 50 and then put on a little bit of weight that maybe puts you in the overweight range over the age of 50, those people appear to do the best mortality-wise, disease-wise. People who stay thin all their life, and I'm not talking about everyone here, but don't tend to have the same health parameters as people who've just had what I've just described. But the worst thing for you is to be overweight or obese in your earlier life up to about age 50 and then put on even more weight over the age of 50. And it's been estimated that people who are morbidly obese, which is a BMI, so it's body mass index, your weight divided by your height, so weight in kilos by your height in meters squared, a BMI above 40. So obesity is a BMI above 30, but BMI above 40 is morbid obesity. So people who are morbidly obese tend to have up to a 20-year reduction in their lifespan. So we're talking about the average age of a male is about 80, the average age of a female in our society is about 84. So if you're morbidly obese, you can hope to make it to about 60. If you make it beyond then, you're really getting a bonus in living. And that's why it's vitally important we all work to lose some weight and to keep your weight down. But if you're over the age of 50 and you've got a little bit of abdominal fat, it probably doesn't matter. It may give you a bit of extra protection about people who are generally thin through their life. But there are many, many factors behind that. So I'm not encouraging anyone to put on weight, but I'm saying what we should be doing really is focusing on keeping our weight down, certainly below a BMI of 30, and practicing healthy nutrition habits and exercise habits. That's the checkup. We'll talk more about obesity next week.